Can you only swap characters on Lost? Do we care?
You're only swapping on loss.
Do we give a shit? I'm not sure we care, but whatever. I
I'm
don't think
fine
it
with
makes.
that.
I don't think. I don't think it makes a difference, honestly. I don't think anyone's like certain character is like better than another Rin character. Except maybe that they spent some time with one others. Strong combo from Ciel there. No knockdown.
I think mentioned Zechs, but you know. Zechs sucks.
Oh, what's a low? Standing high shield. There's patient blocking there for once.
But no continuation of the pressure. I know that Dragon Punch is scary, but you know, you gotta get in there.
Good knockdown from Roa. Oh, caught on the air. Oh,
Nice save on the DP.
Yes.
That's some headway. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Look at Moon Drive.
That's neutral.
Oh, the two-way.
Damn.
Nope, not it.
No!
Roa was not blocking, apparently.
I tried the moon drive.
Definitely would like Roa to like Moon Drive there to like see what's going on. But
We just need more aggression from both sides here, you know?
yeah.
I know that the shields and moon drives are scary, but you know, you have to take your advantage when you got it.
People play these projectile characters and just like never actually interact with their opponent. It's pretty cringe.
Sounds pretty poggers to me, actually.
Yeah.
But you know, you need to.
Oh, just holding shield.
You throw him, yeah. Throw.
It's incredible to me that 3 throws have just happened and not one of them effect. Oh, misinput by Roa with the down AB.
Alright, momentum. A knockdown.
Ooh, moon skill, side moon.
Got caught with the smash attack.
Yeah, 4 bars for Roa. No blood heat there.
I tried.
Alright, it's one match. Fine. Zechs normally doesn't lose these things 10-0.
Alright, so we have 1 win for Zechs.
Shocking turn of events, the early lead. But you know, in these long sets, first win doesn't count for much, you know?
It's true, it's true.
Can get in people's heads sometimes, but you know.
Waiting for Zechs to accept the rematch seems to be...
This is one of Zechs' important pieces of tech, and part of his playstyle that really throws opponents off. Forcing them to wait 10 years on the rematch screen, you know?
Would a TO be like, come on, hit the button? I think that would happen. I think they'd be like, come on, pick up the phone. Get off your phone. Quit checking your notes. Infiltration. Somebody that you don't want to be associated with. Not safe at all. Random super. Punish. Not a huge punish.
I'm just going at it. Okay.
Jumps into the projectile.
Really?
I think it's very likely we see a character swap from Jaye here.
Yeah. I'm expecting it.
Back to neutral.
Shaking off all those rings you put on them earlier.
Yeah.
Alright, got some momentum.
Alright. Oh, gives it up completely. Oh.
Okay, come on, go on.
EX Halo, doing this work. You press the button somewhere on screen, EX Halo. Enjoy.
Real, like, fear from both players in the star up screen there, you know?
True. Just literally can't move.
Zechs is trying to take advantage of his projectiles. Jaye just not super comfortable with Roa by the looks of that. Although this round, looking strong.
Looking pretty good. Has out of curiosity, has Roa used any Moondrive this entire like two sets? Oh, there we go.
Honestly, I feel like I'd like to see a few more projectiles. Like when you've got advantage, you can use projectiles to kind of pin down
Yeah.
Ciel's projectiles. You know.
One thing I like about Roa's projectiles is they're like have like that down angle that makes them like move it on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really strong way to catch your opponents who are trying to throw out their own projectiles. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The classic fireball game.
Space there, where there's already a lot.
It's alright. We're you know flexing the options, seeing what they look like.
Thought he was playing Red Arc there for a second. It's not. Ooh, it's a combo.
Alright.
Oh, and gets the back throw into the corner. Oh, didn't watch out for the 2-2.
Oh, alright, what's breakfast? Dragon Punch.
Blood Heat.
Throw. Ah, just going for the tries. Yeah, I think the throw is a good option there. Expecting the attempt at the last arc.
I do not know how Roa didn't expect the throw coming, considering that the opponent knows like if you shield during what's it called? It's like really bad.
I think Ciel was like Zechs was on that level above, right? Jaye's expecting the attack, so they're shielding to try and get that last arc to really bring the game back for them. And Zechs just had the read, so you know went for the option that beats the obvious option, and Jaye just didn't have the time to tick over to that next thought process. You're like, okay, so I'll do the option that beats the expected option, you know?
Yeah. All right, so this should be a little more comfortable for Jaye going into Warc. Warui Arcuid.
Wala Arcuid.
But not Neko Arc. That is not Neko Arc is not in this
Well,
game.
see, that's because Neko Arc is so last decade. It's Lumina Arc now. Lumina Arc. Yeah, so you know, respect it. Next DLC character. Of which, at that time, I will of course become the god of melee blood with my sick Neko Arc.
When I first saw Red Arcuid's projectiles, I thought it was a little difficult to avoid, but they're actually like not actually that bad to navigate. You do have to move a little weirdly, like more weird than you would move like a straight projectile, but it's not that bad. Yeah,
they do some good work at the wall, I think, mostly, and they really let Red Arc sort of restrict the area movement and then she can just take advantage of her insane movement speed. Like, this character is so fast.
Yeah. There's a character in Under Night called Nanase who had like a very similar like wind projectile like that.
Oh, I like the challenge there.
Yeah, very good. Ooh, get out of the corner with your wind skill.
Yeah, you can just tell Jaye is a little more comfortable with Red Arc here. Like, there's a huge amount more confidence in their plays. Yeah, I like that. That was solid.
Oh, just mashes two-way.
Yeah, compared to Roa, where there was like kind of an unsure about what option to take in the situation, it's very clear that sometimes you spell with Red Arc here.
Yeah. Also, having access to the armored C ability from Red Arc is really strong.
Yeah.
That one there.
Nice punish. All right. Almost in the corner. All right.
Launcher.
In the corner. Okay. Oh.
Oh, good job.
Nice. Brings it back to the corner with the ending with a throw.
It's the overhead. Nothing coming.
All right. You tell the pressure's on Zechs. There's a lot of like whiff moves here, especially really punishable ones. Like this needs to take more care. Respect that there's still a neutral game to play.
Oh. Shield
see, this gets me so much about this game. The projectiles are good at like pinning down movement, but when you try and use them to close out a game, the shield is just so obvious. Zechs hit rematch before I lose my fucking mind.
This actually has not hit rematch. Or Jaye has not hit rematch.
But yeah, like every single time I've seen someone try to end around with a projectile, they get that shield counter, and it's over. You know?
On that one, I wasn't paying attention.
Jaye does.
Oh, so we're only 2-1 now?
Yes.
Okay. 2-1 in favor of Jaye.
I think those ones are pretty convincing, you know. But you know, the Roa might have been to throw off Zechs to start with, you know, get him warmed up on the wrong character, and then you switch to your main. Nice armor.
Try to challenge the armor, which I do all the time because I forget. Oh, good jump the armor skill there. Full punish. Oh no, tragedy for Arc there.
Again, the confidence from Jaye is just like Warc is. Whoa!
Oh, the EX Halo to close the round.
Damn.
Almost got a full bar too. Pretty,
some Icarus shit right there, you know?
pretty good meter positioning from Ciel here.
Yeah.
Ciel's meter generation, I don't know, has seemed less good than other characters, but still like, ending with a bar here is nice. I'm not sure what the fuck happened there.
Neither am I.
I saw some armor, maybe both of them used an armor move. I don't know. Does Ciel have an armor move? Oh yeah, I think her forward moon skill might be on it, actually.
Guessing what looks good there. Alright. Back to OP, but he gets the punish. Dunk him in the corner.
Oh, projectiles at the bad angle there.
Yeah, just a little bit of a spacing fuck up. Ooh. Okay, we're back in neutral. Gotta be aware of those swords. Yeah, you gotta be aware of the swords. Ah, caught in the contra square.
3-1 Zechs.
The games are getting toasty now.
Is Jaye gonna have to learn some BB tag?
Oh no. Fate worse than that.
Fucking refuse.
Well, you better win.
You made the deal.
Yeah.
The contract has been sealed.
Yeah. Ciel.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
All right.
Good wait to have Ciel commit to an extra move there, but didn't get anything from the punish there.
I'm liking the attempt though, right? Like compared to the Roa games where there wasn't even any effort. I think this is much more convincing performance, you know?
Yeah.
I like that.
I think an important thing about like learning fighting games, right, is like not necessarily like doing the thing that you want to do all the time, but like at least having the plan.
Yeah, right.
That way you can like learn the plan, right? Because otherwise, like, you want to be thinking about every action you take. And this goes for like basically any competitive game, but like, you know, at least like have a reason for what you're doing. And even if it's like not right, like, you know, or maybe not even doesn't work out, like.
Oh, it's sick.
Oh, that's so good.
Just not enough on the dunk.
Oh,
Nice use
challenge.
of projectiles.
That was good. That was a good plan there. Gotta jump out to bait the invisible, and then bait out the invisibility frames and projectile.
Yeah.
Holding shield here. Gotta get grabbed. Yep. It was a moon drop. I'm not sure what's happened there actually.
Sorry, the game's been out a week.
It's like a moon drive activation got canceled or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, spacing was a little off there, but I like the idea.
Oh, was not patient enough there to catch Ciel out of the air.
Made it kind of strong read there with the armor move, and then Zechs kind of had the
Good
good
patience.
sense. Yeah.
It was good patience by Zechs there, waiting on the shield from Arc before committing to anything.
Alright, we're just blocking and waiting for our health to come back with the blood heat. Alright, but now we're heatless and circuitless.
We got nothing. Good position for Ciel overall.
Yeah. I'm not super familiar with mechanics of blood heat, but I understand that regenerating health's a big part of it, but surely you still want to be keeping that pressure in because your opponent can't do anything too risky for the fear of getting blasted.
Well, that wasn't blood heat. That was just regular heat.
Oh, just a difference?
Yeah. So to blood heat, you need full 4 bars. If you activate heat with less than 4 bars, you get regular heat, which you can activate at any amount of. I believe maybe you need at least 1 bar a meter. I'm not sure, but it basically lasts as long as how much meter you have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and you can use like EF skills in the middle of it as well. But it does.
Sure.
So it's kind of like mini gauge in that respect.
Fuck.
That was a convincing round from Zechs.
Yeah, for sure. Brings up to 4-1.
I was so sure after that first game that it was gonna go to the Warc, but you know, I think Zechs kind of caught onto the flowcharts. Kind of, you know.
Another character swap here.
Oh, okay.
But Aki has step out of the limelight here.
Yeah. Second character swap. This is worrying, but you know.
Miyako, yeah, it seems a little not sure where they want to be.
Yeah. I think sometimes you just gotta commit in these long sets. You just gotta be like, you know, I'm gonna take my losses and I'm gonna like pick up on what you're doing and I'm gonna really throw it back at you.
Yeah. I don't even know the other characters exist on Akiha, so who knows?
You are the Lord of the Rings, you know?
You gotta be.
Yeah.
The rings are fun.
Teaching people all about circumference.
There was an attempt to shield there that was not valued.
I was told this game was all shield RPS.
Yeah, so it turns out, at least from what the good people are saying, is that if you try to do that, you just lose to better players, because better players will, like, completely beat you all the time.
Wait, you're telling me that the day 1.5 opinion that this game was solved because shield was too strong was incorrect?
That's correct, yeah.
How could something like that happen?
I don't know. It's never happened before.
Yeah, that's really strange. Next thing you'll be telling me is Fang and Jack 7 on top tier and Tekken 7.
Yeah. Jack 7 was top tier, like, what, forever ago? Like, before DLC characters, probably.
You're one of those characters that benefits when people don't fully understand their offense.
Yeah.
You know?
But, like... But every time I see that character, they just use the same move repeatedly.
It's just too basic for where the game's at now. Tekken 7's like far too almost overdeveloped at this point, you know?
Yeah. That happens in these games, like when they become like they're really old, like everyone knows everything about them.
Exactly, right? People play Tekken 7 like people play fucking Third Strike, you know? There's maybe not that level of development, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally. Kinda like where Melee is at too, right? Like
what a convincing win from Zechs.
Yeah, just 5-1 already crushing it.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I don't like the character pivot here. I don't think it did anything for Jay.
Yeah. I think like you just gotta kind of like pick a character that you like, you know, trust yourself in and just do it.
I was liking the Warc. I thought the Warc was starting to spin, you know. Back in a minute.
Well, I meant to return to Rome.
Oh,
What?
looks like Jaye has disconnected.
Did I?
Yeah.
Seems to be the case. I'll resend the invite.
Room.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Alright, pick your characters. Yeah, 5-1. Wait, what?
I was trying to see if it
I was like, I just swapped.
I was trying to switch this back, but I guess that's fine. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's go.
Oh,
Alright,
just
back
swap
in
sides.
it.
Just swap sides. Deal with it. It shouldn't matter what side you're playing on, right?
It shouldn't.
Unless you're playing what's Street Fighter Alpha 3, in which case there's an infinite only on one side. That was so funny.
For Tekken, where you can only sidestep mission modes, left arching on player one side.
Oh, that's actually very cool and good.
Yeah, you know. And you can do it on controller.
Really?
Yeah, because you can input 2 directions.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you can't do it on
stick, but you can do it on a hitbox.
I don't even know if you can do it in hitbox.
Did I watch play Tekken on a hitbox?
That's cool, dude. Sarkar Kuma is really, obviously, the best Kuma player, not from Pakistan. Is on hitbox.
Oh, okay. So like the third or fourth best of Kuma players.
I think he's up there now. I think the
I swear.
pandemic has leveled him up a bit.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how Pakistan just like appeared on the map. That was so insane.
One of the best stories in fighting gaming.
Really, it's just so good.
Yeah.
That's what you want to. You know, people like joke about that stuff, right? Like, oh, I'm sure there's some like arcade in like some random place that's just insane, but it actually happened.
Turns out it was in Lahore.
Yeah, right. And to get that good in like a really like isolated area is insane.
You have to all be killers, right?
Yeah, and all be like willing to like adapt to beat each other like continuously for years.
Pretty crazy. They were just absent for like everything up until Tekken 7 too, which is just wild. Like, obviously like Tekken Tag was dominated by the Koreans. Would that have been a different story? Had the Pakistanis been able to get plane tickets, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Like, a lot of people say Arslan Ash has always been this nuts,
but we can't possibly know that, right?
exactly.
Like that guy, like Arslan showed up and just it was not close. Ooh,
Oh wow. I like the bravery there.
Yeah, just armor. Just do it.
Health
There
is
should not
a
be that much armor.
source
I'm sorry.
meant to be used.
I actually, yeah. So I was worried about the armor skill for a while. I'm actually less worried about it now, just because I found like things to do about it. But yeah, it's quite good.
It reminds me of some of the better power crushes in Tekken, you know?
But there are definitely like reactable things to it.
Yeah. And I don't really get to complain when you have fucking Ciel DP, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Ciel looks pretty good in this game, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really bad. No punish though.
Oh, is this? Okay, nice. We got the air attack.
Oh, baited the blood heat.
Oh. You could tell the panic there. What's that, 6-1?
6-1. 6-1 Zechs.
I
Zechs
am
has been on
not-
CL every round, so.
I do not mind losing. I do mind losing 6-1.
Then fucking
Better pick it up.
rein it in. You know,
I think
play that compact game. Stop falling for the easy shit. You know.
the biggest thing I've seen, right, is like, and this is like very common with like when people like, you know, learn like day one combos in fighting games. Is like day one combos just don't put you in good positions generally. Like,
Yeah.
it's more important that a combo put you in a good position than maximizing damage.
Yep.
Like, you need to have the first move after the combo. It needs to not be neutral again. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, like exactly. Basically, unless you're trying to close out the round, which I know a lot of Japanese players are saying is kind of important. You know.
For sure. Like, when, you know, they live at 500 health and you could have done, you know, less positioning efficient combo for more damage.
Yeah.
You always
Oh
should do.
my goodness.
That was disgusting.
That was a slaughter. Or what
Yeah.
are they called? They're called executioners. That was an execution.
Shoutouts to Persona 3 execution. One of my favorite Weiss cards. Counter
Be
hit.
nice having a fucking DP.
It is.
Always makes me a little upset when Wake Up DP works. I know it just has to work sometimes, and even like when you're playing Tekken and you're so used to just getting your Oki every time and they fucking DP you, it's like, okay. But I'm still upset every time it happens, you know?
Yeah. Especially when you haven't like practiced against CLs, like learn block strings for CL, so that like she can't like DP you out.
It feels like when a drunk driver gets home safely. You know?
You're glad it happened. But like, why should this be allowed?
Yeah, right? I'm glad no one was hurt, but I'm disappointed with the decisions made.
Oh, just throws projectiles.
Nice. See, this is where I think like Warc is pretty strong, like blocking down the area and then like just using your speed to take advantage of the projectiles.
Grab there. I don't know if Warc can get a combo after that. It seems like she should be able to, since it costs a meter. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Who knows?
I definitely don't.
Oh, misses the pickup there.
Yeah. Oh, a Halo. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Blood heat. Alright, wait. That's.
Oh. Good heat, but didn't have a plan afterward.
Oh man, the 7-1. But I saw the seeds of a comeback.
It's true. It's true.
I saw the seeds of a comeback. If we can get more of that corner projectile pressure, just so that we can keep the advantage, right? I think even if you just flowchart that shit, it's quite safe to just throw the diagonal projectiles, right?
Also, have not seen a single BC shield counter this entire time. I do think that is like the least good shield counter though, because like it does cost 1 billion moon gauge, but it might be worth using like here and there, especially if you're in the corner, because it'll guarantee get you out. But it does require like some thought. Just to pick up, an air throw in the corner, set something up there. Nothing doing.
It's those situations where I think like the diagonal projectiles into like the mix-up is what's needed, right?
Yeah. Or like
Just
even like faking an overhead there or something, like something
Yeah, right.
to like, make your opponent respect it.
I think the concept of strong flowcharts is quite important in fighting games, right? Just these things that you could do every time, and they give you a lot of information on how your opponent's going to react to your like situations in general, right?
Yeah.
And it's
No,
like, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like, you know, Akiha has her rings. Like obviously those are setups and flowcharts, right? But they tell you a lot about how your opponent is gonna like operate when you restrict their options, you know?
Exactly. And like another thing too is like you can like fake an overhead in this game. Like you do short hop and then like charge your overhead where it won't come out, and then just go into like a low, right? So if they high shield, they're high shielding for nothing. If they're sitting there holding high shield, you can just mash a low or even grab them, right? So like you always have like these options to you where you can kind of like condition your opponent, really.
Yeah. And I think it's just so important in a game like Melty where like the swings can be quite rapid, you know?
The fatal counter there. Nothing coming out of it though. Just grab.
Alright.
Okay, so you can get a combo off that when they're in the corner, and that's it, I think.
So I like the positional advantage it gave.
Good old burst here.
Alright, what's the plan this time? Okay, we just went for a jump in. Oh, just a raw super.
Round.
Just a raw super.
Yeah, so you don't know, you can super out of heat. It will end your heat though, but you can do it.
We're starting this round at kind of an awkward situation because we've got no meter, and Ciel obviously has nearly the whole thing.
Not unwinnable. Oh, Cat gets caught by the air throw. Oh no, a tragedy.
No, oh no. You hate to see it.
This will kill. It does.
Yeah.
It does just under half when it's not shielded. It does a little more than half when it is shielded.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, big oof.
Just getting paying Jaye back in fucking threefold for
And
the
a perfect.
Ooh. That's gotta hurt the morale. That's gotta hurt their morale.
True.
But you know, again, like that last round was a bruising. But
Nobody likes being perfect.
I can see the glimmer of hope, you know?
Can you?
Yeah, I can. I don't think it's over yet. I think next game is maybe where the deal's sealed though. I don't think you've got the set to play with anymore. You've had your rounds to feel out your opponent. You know, you gotta adjust.
Hell fucking low. Computer, what the fuck? God damn it.
What's going on?
I think somebody clicked off of Melty Blood to check Twitter and forgot to click back in the game.
No, my HDMI cord fucked up.
Alright, again, nothing around start.
Yeah, I maybe they don't know the pre-round movement.
Pre-round movement is really important when you're playing a character like Warc, I think. You know?
I agree.
It's a unique aspect of Melee though, right?
Oh,
It's hard to get used to.
Would have liked to see an overhead from Ciel there. That was a perfect overhead opportunity. They were just holding low shield for no reason. And you were already jumping. Good burst. Ooh.
Oh!
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
not...
DP! Because it's a DP!
Invincibility is very good.
I like the attempt, but you gotta respect those invincibility moves when you've got like a long start up, no?
You're not respecting Ciel's options.
Zechs didn't come to play today, you know?
That's true. Zechs is like, I will make this person play BB tag.
Yeah, he loves them waifus from 4 different waifus.
True.
You know?
Love Yumi Gaming, I believe is what that game of what BB tag is.
Okay, before the hit and the corner pressure, that's what I meant by like the strong flow charts, you know, where you just kind of lock them in the corner, you see how they react, then you have to gauge what you're gonna do, right? You have to try and understand their options in that situation. That's 8-1.
Is that 8-1?
Sorry, 9-1.
9-1.
This is match point for Zechs.
How will Jaye respond? It's gonna go down like this?
I think in Jaye's position, I would be looking to play it's harder in Melty Blood, right? Because the offense is a lot more powerful, but I'd be looking to play a compact game, you know? Take fewer risks. You don't have time to learn about your opponent anymore, right? Things have to be tight. You have to be doing things correct. There's no room for any kind of shenaniganery at this point, right? You have to respect your opponent.
True.
Oh. Oh, you getting here? Alright.
Why is my character like off the carpet this time?
Because she knows that this is the big one.
I see.
Doesn't want to be there when
User can select characters, right? Switch.
Yeah. You're stuck on Ciel.
I'm sure you're upset about that after having oh, we're back to the Roa. Alright, it's possible that we're going for Roa because, you know, just for that safer, more compact game. Right?
Just to throw off Ciel from knowing moves exist.
天聖の終焉です。赤社の蛇。
さて、そうであればよいのですが。
Open your magic sword. Fight.
I even like the match round, the round start like dialogue there, perfectly fitting. You know, it's gonna be your last life. Let's see if Ciel's prediction comes true there. I'm not familiar with how all the auto combos look, but is that just the auto combo there? From Roa?
Yeah, I think that was.
See, I think that's an awkward one because he throws them towards the center of the stage. Alright, I'm liking this. See, this was what was missing from the first time we had Roa. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off there. But just that confidence. Alright, this is match point for Zechs.
Mashing 2A there. Gets it out.
Zechs has the games to play with. Zechs can do wild shit. He can just fucking play like a maniac if he really wants to. Alright. We've got some momentum. Again, like...
Zechs is trying to charge here.
Zechs is trying to style on his opponent. Zechs is going for the bad manners last arc match finish.
Who would do such a thing?
There's no way. Jaye won't let him away with that.
So does that mean he's gonna int the round?
He can do it if he wants.
That's true.
You know? Okay, so you like this.
It's not game.
Okay.
Oh, uses the arc drive, misses.
See, situations like that are where I'd like to see projectiles.
Oh.
Right?
A chance to kill there from Zechs. Chooses not to. Like, actively decided not to.
I think Zechs just wants the last arc.
100%.
See? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The idea, I think the idea there was correct, right? Jay just doesn't have the spacing on that mix-up down, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So we have no moon and we have no meter, but
Uses the meter here.
okay.
Okay. Good combo
Back.
here.
Right, see what I mean? I think this is why Jay went to Roa. I like this combo adaptation. This is huge. This is huge. Oh my goodness.
Oh, gave up the pressure there.
Fine, we don't need much to go off, right? The shield there was clearly to try and bait out the projectile, and we just close it out with a low. Like Zechs was playing with his foot, it was clear. But I think Jay has the right idea of just playing that compact game, and the combo adaptation at the end was really, really important, right?
I have a question. So we heard, you know, on the grapevine that Zechs was like, I need to lose distinct characters. Do you think Zechs will look to do that here?
That's true. Could that be what happens here? I don't think so.
Oh. Oh my god.
Zechs, see, the thing is, Zechs hasn't experienced this before, where you're so far ahead, you can fuck with them. And that's, you know,
That's
I think
true.
Zechs has been waiting for this, you know?
Yeah, in the what was it, the Thrive first attempt he did with you, he was playing random characters, and eventually just landed on Soul and started picking up games.
Well, it was chip for most stat. And
But that was back when Soul was like Giga broken, right?
yeah, right. Sol, chip for most of the set, lost like 7 games in a row, switched to
Yeah.
Sol, got 4 games. And it started to pick up momentum from there, you know? And then I just started air jabbing, and it all went back to shit.
Air jabs are good.
Air jabs are good. I love air jabs. That's how I win games in Strive. I just push jab while I'm jumping in.
Yeah, nobody expects that.
Alright, I'm ready.
Waiting on Jay, who is stuck on Roa for the rest of the first attempt.
That's true.
Wait.
What?
Mm,
Okay,
looks
good.
like Jay was disconnected.
Online Melty shenanigans.
Jay running
It
away.
said I was kicked.
What?
You were not kicked, I promise you.
Oh my god. Come on, game. Don't do this.
With this Kohaku alter color here. Kohaku, very strong character in current code. Still pretty strong in this game too. Lots of tools, lots of good setup play with the with the plant. Yeah.
Has that
how long
weird
do you lock
unblockable look, right?
I believe the unblockable is only with the duo with Kohaku lead. Because you make the maid Hisui use the overhead, and then you low with Kohaku on the same frame. So basically, you force your I think you need to spend a bar, but you get to force your opponent to like use like half their moon gauge or like for 1 bar, which is pretty insane. Like a really insane trade for you every time. So, not a fan of that.
生きがいい。今夜はついてる。
Something I hope that doesn't end up being I hope I don't know. I want to see more tournaments to see how viable it is like in play before like I make a big thing about it.
When I say it happens to like an actually good player in tournament, right?
Yeah. Or even it be like, you know, like just costing so much resources. Oh, good plan there. I like Kohaku like pulls out like a 16-ton weight and just hands it to you. It's just like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Like here, take this. It's like the Bugs Bunny like hold this for a second and then just like
But I mean, her broom is fucking, you know, it's Johnny's sword, right?
It's true. Yeah. Which you might have.
Kohaku,
Go ahead.
Kohaku is a very good character for closing out versus headset, right? Just
Oh,
lots
yeah.
of wild shit you have access to.
I like Kohaku.
Yeah.
I got the 16-ton weight. Just hold on to that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Oh no!
Oh, whoa! I haven't seen Rose last arc yet. Here we go. It's not a kill,
Fair bit of damage.
but it was a hell of a way to escape that plant pressure.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy to me that Kohaku was keeping up the pressure even after, like, without a tight string.
Okay, okay, is this it? Is this it? Yes! Alright,
Oh,
alright. Closing out full moon, nearly 1 bar. It's not much to work with, but it's something.
Oh, good connection there. We'll get a bar at the end here.
Alright, alright.
Did you hear that
Molotov.
Aki has a combo in the corner that refunds a whole bar? She's literally Carmine.
He just goes... Oh, okay, okay, that's big, that's big.
Oh, catches.
This is big.
Oh, misses the pickup there. That's tragic. honestly.
Where was this row in rounds 1 and 2? You know?
Yeah, for real. Oh no!
Oh no!
Tragedy.
Oh no!
Don't
I
kill.
don't...
Don't kill it.
I think
Last
it's it.
arc finish. Oh!
Oh! There's hope! Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Alright, we got the heat.
Didn't kill. I'm actually shocked.
Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, that could have been it. That could have been it. This could be it. That range. You've got to be careful. Like, how do you approach this if you're Jay? Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Okay, okay. Okay. What's for breakfast?
No, that's
Oh.
that's invincible.
Oh! Oh!
That
Why
wasn't.
did I not hit you while you're flying? What the
That's
fuck?
Invincible!
It's invincible.
It is.
No!
Oh
I was-
no, the character knowledge is not there. 10
See?
to Zechs. Wow.
Oh,
Damn it.
Incredible.
just
I have surpassed the Odin.
a
I'm
little
surprised
bit
last
of
arc
time
didn't
in the
kill.
lab. A little bit of time in the lab.
Wait, was the last arc, did you hit beforehand? Was it like,
What do you mean?
like, was it scaled down because, like, you, like, landed a jab beforehand? Because if you go, like, standing C last arc, it's gonna do a lot less damage.
I don't think I hit. I actually,
thought you
moon drived in the last arc.
I think it was just like a straight up survived it.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I
did you
just
press,
survived.
did you do the 4 buttons for last arc?
Yeah.
'Cause- oh, so that one's not gonna kill. I thought you shielded. Shield last arc would have killed. Well, we got our first attempt. This is what we truly wanted.
I'm upset.
Jay called the
I
first
feel like
attempt.
I could have done it.
Yeah, too much Nickelodeon brawl. Not enough preparation. I was unaware of a lot of the tools that Ciel had, unaware of a lot of the tools that Kohaku had as well.